Hey, good morning, Wojak community. Today is December 19th, 2025. Coming at you from inside today. Didn't walk my dog today because it's raining heavily pretty much throughout the morning and the afternoon. So the market is going sideways. Not much to report, but there seems to be a pattern. We've been talking, for the past week or so. Seems like there was a pump early in the morning, maybe around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, then followed by a big dump. The same patterns has been repeating several days straight. So it's hard not to think that it's coordinated. I'm not into conspiracy theories, but it seems um, there is a coordination of pumping and dumping from the big exchanges such as Binance and Coinbase. Um, Not really sure why. My guess, like we talked before, is that the they want to flush out the highly levered people on these platforms so that they would not these platforms, these market makers would not be losing out severely, handicapped when the price truly moves up. Just now, I saw there was a whale this morning opened up a $99 million short position on Bitcoin, and it was 40x leverage he used. So he would get liquidated at the price of around 89, 89.3, 89.1, I think. And last time I checked, the price went as high as 89.4. So most likely this guy lost his $99 million short position, you know. Um, and in hindsight, he should have really put his money into Wojak. He would really pump Wojak into billions, and he himself can make billions of dollars. Not only putting Wojak on the map, but making 20x, 100x profit for himself. Um, so that's why I'm totally against using leverage. You know, like using these derivatives like option. I don't know about you guys. I've used options before, and I've bought options before. I've never made any money from options. I always lost. And from my understanding is that unless you offer options, you sell options for people to buy, it's hard for you to make money. You know, I'm not into technical analysis. I don't know about these deltas and gammas and whatnot. Um, and I know that the people who study these things, they're a lot smarter than me, and they are the ones who design these options for market to buy, for retail to buy. So the reason, again, they offer these options is not to make retail rich. They're making themselves rich because every money that you lose in options, the counterparty, they gain. So, stay away from these. You can win. The best way to fight back against these derivatives and market manipulations is just simply buy and hodl, bottle, you know. Because especially at these low prices in bear markets, I mean, how low can it go? I mean, Bitcoin, I know it's not going to go to zero. The lowest it can ever go this cycle, I guess, is going to be around 65K. That's you know the cycle high from 2021. But at that price, everyone will be buying. The Microsoft, Google, even Berkshire Hathaway would be buying. So it can never drop, too low for Bitcoin. And as long as Bitcoin is alive, is sustainable, Wojak is not going anywhere because we do have a strong community. We do have true believers in this token, and the market's feedback is confirming that belief. That's why we see these knockoffs on Solana. Um, so I'm still picking up Wojaks at these price levels, um, and hopefully, we're at the bottom or near the bottom of this bear market. I read a very technical post by some MBA, and he mentioned that the current market fluctuation is due to $23 billion options uh, outstanding, options position on Bitcoin that's gonna set to expire on December 26th. Not sure how valid his point is, but he said that um, once all these options expire, that's when the dam that holds back the price of Bitcoin is going to be lifted, and that's when the price discovery is going to take place, and that's when we're going to see Bitcoin rise drastically. So he says that right now at 85,000 per Bitcoin, it's really a huge discount compared to the fair market value of a Bitcoin. Again, that's his opinion. I personally have my reservations, but I do think that right now there's some market dynamics going on between the derivatives Bitcoin market and the spot ones, and that's why we see that institutions like MicroStrategy and ARK, they're buying spot Bitcoin in the levels of billions of dollars worth, while for some reason price cannot cross the $90,000 level for Bitcoin. Um, so if you're interested, I'm gonna retweet this guy's tweet, and you can look into it. But again, if you're not into options trading, I would suggest not start. Just it's so much easier to just buy and hodl spot Wojak. That's what I'm doing, and leave these complicated trading schemes to the professionals. So that's just update today, and I want to shout out to the community, to Algo, to Christoph, um, to Claus, for exposing the knockoff Wojaks. Thank you guys so much for also shout out to Angelina, to there's a new member, well, someone who just became active recently, A462. Thank you, for all your feedbacks in the Telegram chat. And shout out to Jasperina Caldwella. So all everyone who is remaining active on X, on Telegram, like Wojak OG. Thank you guys so much for keeping um, the community vibrant. This really gives me the greatest confirmation that we are betting on the right horse, because I see these organic, authentic community interactions, and that's the foundation of the value of the Wojak token. So thank you guys so much for keeping the community active. I will see you guys tomorrow.